Hello everybody, I'm just setting up the stream, just give me 2 seconds, putting out a tweet as well, just so people know I'm currently live. Okay, right. Hello everybody, Summer Games Fest 2025 is starting soon. I'm starting the stream early, quite a lot early. I wasn't going to start for another 10 or 20 minutes because there is a pre-show, I think. So should start in about just under 10 minutes. So I'm not expecting a ton at this pre-show, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, also I have, as you've probably noticed, myself in the bottom left corner there. It's just there for reaction purposes. I'll see how it goes. If I think it's not working or it looks silly, I'll just get rid of it. I'm not used to it, as you can probably tell, but yeah, I thought I'd give it a go, because normally I just do this without anybody seeing me, so thought I'd shake it up. Just messing around on Streer Fighter 6 for a bit until it's ready for the show. Yeah, and I died. So yeah, obviously the main... Hello! Yeah, obviously the main thing here is Streer Fighter 6 Year 3, hopefully should be revealed tonight. It was last year, at last year's Summer Games Fest 2024, we got the Year 2 announcement. So fingers crossed we get something here. I don't think it's a guarantee. I'm not as certain it's going to happen. Okay, I can't be bothered with it. I'm not as certain it's going to happen as I was last year. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. Other things as well that I'm looking forward to should be Resident Evil 9. There's a lot of rumours about that. I'm hoping that gets announced. That should be fun. I've been looking forward to a new Resident Evil for quite a while now. Other than that, it's kind of just seeing what gets announced, really. Yeah, I'm kind of keeping it open, seeing how it goes. Yeah, that's it really. That's all I can really talk about for a moment. We're switching over to the Twitch stream soon. Is there anybody actually in here? Oh, there's. There you go. That's both tickets done. Drive ticket challenges done. I don't think I'll have enough time to do another Elena arcade, so I'll leave it there. Actually, I'll get the stream ready. See what they've got. See if it's got anything live yet. Because I think I'm a bit too late. I actually can't. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, they're live now. I hope there's a pre-show, because when I looked on the YouTube stream, it said that there was a pre-show. Said starts at, for me it's 9:26 p.m. at the moment. So hopefully it's actually a pre-show and I'm not just really early for no real reason. Hello. Also, I'm wearing a Sean hoodie. I thought I'd dress for the occasion. I know Sean's not rumoured to be in season 3, but you know, I thought I'd give it a go anyway. Sorry if that was loud. Yeah, so yeah, kind of nothing to really do, I guess. Just kind of wait. Should hopefully be starting soon. Right. Looking at my phone. I may look at my phone just to see what people that I talk to online in Discords and stuff are saying about the show. So I'll try not do it too much, but we'll see how it goes. Hello. Does anybody have any predictions or anything? Anything of the sort? I think outside of, you know, maybe Street Fighter 6 and RE9, I don't really know what else they could potentially be here. So I just saw it on my desktop. Yeah, I don't really know what else they could be watching. I mean, showing. There's been a few rumors, but it's I mean, kind of quiet as well. Like even Jeff Keighley hasn't even really been hyping this one up that much, which I think to me either means the show's either going to be amazing or like complete dog shit. So it'll be fun to find out which it is. Yeah, Silk Song. Yeah, I could see that being maybe here or maybe Xbox, because I know Xbox is on Sunday. I won't be streaming Xbox, even if Street Fighter 6 Year 3 doesn't get announced here tonight. I just don't really want to stream the Xbox show. I don't want to stream every show. So we'll see how it goes though. But yeah, I'm pretty confident Year 3 is going to get revealed tonight, because when I think about it, I don't really know where else it would be. The only other place I can think of is like Evo, but the way Capcom's been doing the marketing for this game, it's that thing of like they haven't really like treat most fighting game tourneys as like a big deal for like announcements and stuff. Obviously they do like main Evo because it's Evo. You know, I think for quite a while now, if you're not showing anything at Evo, like fighting game wise, like sorry, if you're a fighting game dev and you're not showing anything at Evo, that's kind of like one of the biggest cardinal sins you can probably do. To be honest, I think like people, you get a lot of shit from it from the fans. I think sometimes, not every fan, of course, but I think a lot of people go into Evo expecting announcements. So like they always kind of have to do something at Evo, even if it's like usually it's nothing major. Usually, I think they've only ever really done like character teasers for the character. It's I think because it's usually the character, considering the timing, it's the character that comes out in September. So I think it was like the first tease of Arky for 2023 Evo, and then it was Terry at last year's Evo. So this year it'll probably either be the first character, if they're not releasing them in this month, which I think they might do, to be honest. I think they might actually release the first characters Year 3. Even if it's shown off tonight, I don't think they're going to show... I don't think they're going to release the first character until maybe a couple months from now, maybe about August time. So, but either way, you know, I think this year's Evo will probably get, you know, a character teaser for either the first character or the second character, depending on how things go. But yeah, other than that, I just don't know where else they could really show off this, this announcement for year three. It's either here, it's at Evo, or it's like just a random Thursday. But I don't know, like, a new year announcement feels too big for just a random Twitter drop. But who knows? I'm not Capcom's marketing, clearly, because I kind of make sense, I feel, more often than they do. But yeah, I'm pretty confident here. But even if it's not, I don't think it's going to be too long of a wait. I think it'll either be here or Evo, and Evo's only like a couple months away. So to be honest, I could even see it being more so they may just want to leave things for a bit, let like the Switch 2 players who are only just kind of getting into the game for the first time kind of get a feel for the game for a bit before being like, hello, you bought the game yesterday, but like here's more DLC you have to buy on top. So it's not starting. I thought it was starting at past. It is now beyond past. That's awkward. I really thought it was going to be starting by now. Because if I go to YouTube, it should. No, I just yeah, I don't use the YouTube app. Summer Games Fest, Game Awards. I hate the keyboard. No, I meant to put G. The delay on it, and it just takes half a year. Oh, the delay. A. M. E. Is this it? No, of course, advert. Hello, yes, Alex waiting room. Oh man, I mean, obviously it's the two worries, I guess. The first worry is whether or not this gets announced. No, okay, so they just completely lied. There is no there is no pre-show. Thanks, Summer Games Fest YouTube live stream. When I looked at you on my phone earlier, it said it starts at 9:30, which is now beyond that. So we got another half an hour. Sick. I've now just wasted a lot of time. Cool. It's going to be a long wait. I'm sure we can kill half an hour or 25 minutes. I will do another Elena arcade actually. Might as well while I'm here. I've got a disc in my PS5 and it's being loud as shit. I've got headphones on and I can still hear it, so I don't know if you guys can hear it. So I'm just going to take the disc out. There you go. Alright, sorry about that. Still can't believe it took two years or just over 2 years to get a Street Fighter 3 character in this game. But they did a really good job with her. I really like Elena a lot. By the way, in case you missed it, I have uploaded yesterday my full thoughts on the last year of Street Fighter 6. I kind of retrospective look back on year 2. So if you're interested in seeing what I thought of the whole year, I go through it character by character, starting with Bison, Terry, Mai, and then Elena, and then some other thoughts in between, and at the end. So if you're interested in that, feel free to check it out. It's on the channel right now. It's my most recent video. So it's a bit of a long one. I did talk a while. Most of it was probably honestly talking about Bison and my frustrations with, you know, him being in the game so soon, and also some of the stuff they did with him. But it was good. It was a good video. I always enjoy doing those videos. I liked the one I did the video for year 1, when I did like a look back at year 1. So I knew I was going to do one for year 2. And obviously year 2 was it was a year. It was a year. So yeah, definitely have some thoughts on it. Oh wow, I can't believe I missed that. I think it looks really good. I'm really interested in it. It looks pretty sick. I've honestly never been a big Marvel fan. Nothing against the games. I've just never really gravitated towards it. I own all of them. I got the collection. I bought Infinite on sale, and I got MVC3. And they're fun games. I just never ever really had the desire to put much time into them. So I'm not like super upset. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, you know, the game's cool, but like, damn, I miss MVC. I'm completely fine with someone else doing Marvel for a change. And I think it's probably more appealing to have a game like that without the Capcom characters. I would honestly rather just Capcom did Capcom versus Capcom, or like Capcom All Stars, and just kind of like use their own characters, because I think they've got enough to, like, you know, make a full roster for a game. I think as well, I always kind of think, not all the time, like there's definitely some really cool picks in the older games, but like especially Infinite, some of the character choices, especially on the Capcom side, or mainly on the Capcom side, are just so fucking boring to me. Like, they're just the most like generic, boring picks. It's like you ask like a boardroom, like a CEO boardroom stock meeting, to pick the Capcom side for Capcom for MVC Infinite. Obviously not every character is like that, but something like do we really need Chris again? Like RE5 Chris again? You know, stuff like that. Like the Bionic Commando guy. Like, come on, man. Jeddah was really cool though. Actually, I really liked Jeddah in Infinite. I thought he was really cool. So that was fun. But yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of characters. I might do a video where I just kind of like build my own like Capcom All Stars or Capcom versus Capcom like dream roster, like the characters I would pick. It also wouldn't be 90% Street Fighter 3, I promise. There definitely would be a Street Fighter 3 character or two in there, but it wouldn't be all of them, or it wouldn't be like a ton of them. But yeah, that might be a fun video in the future. In general, Street Fighter 6, yeah, I do hope we get one. Obviously, I want to know what's going on so I can like actually be excited for a year for once, if the rumors are true. Yeah, the rumored lineup that's been going around for a while now, like, I honestly like zero issues with it. You know, Alex, obviously super excited at the idea of getting Alex in this game. I really like Sagat. I think Sagat's a really cool character. C Viper's super underrated. I always liked her, to be honest. I honestly like her a lot more than Jury. As the kind of like Street Fighter 4 rep, I always just liked her more. I do get why Jury was the Street Fighter 4 rep, but I've always just liked I've always just liked Viper more. So yeah, definitely like it. Obviously Ingrid. It's weird. I've heard a new rumor today about a possible fourth character. I won't say who they are, just in case it's actually real, because it's a pretty crazy pick if it's true, and I kind of don't want to spoil the surprise. I hope it's not true, because it's kind of weird, but I kind of hope it's true because it's weird, if that makes sense. But if it's true, the reactions are going to be very, very, very interesting. But But yeah, the main one I think most people are going with is Ingrid, and I don't hate the idea of Ingrid. I feel like she's had such a weird just life in general. Like as a character, she's had so many different origins and versions because of all the weird development she went through because of like Capcom. I can't remember the name of it. The name's blanked on me. The cancelled one, like that ended up being Capcom Fighting Jam, that dog shit game. I actually 100% agree with that. Yeah, Aki is definitely a better Jury than Jury is. Jury at this point just feels like foot fetish the character, and like I get it. Like I get. Well, I mean, I do get it. And I don't get it. Thank God I don't have a foot fetish, but you know, I can somewhat kind of understand why they cater to that, but it just does nothing for me. I think it's such a waste of the character. It's weird. I don't want to say it, to be honest, because if it's true, then it's like it kind of ruined the shock of it. I kind of wish I didn't hear it, to be honest, because if it is true, like I would have been a really cool reaction to have. But in general, I just don't believe it. Like I just think it's too crazy. It's way too crazy to be true. Like I don't see any real reason for it. Like it'd be such a weird choice. And for no real purpose, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, going back to Ingrid, I definitely think Ingrid like would be a cool choice. I'm totally open to her being in the game. I think she's pretty much a blank slate in that like pretty much every appearance she's had has been completely different in terms of like backstory and stuff like that. So I think there's kind of like she's kind of like an open book in that sense. You can really just do whatever you want with her. I think, to be honest, if I was like, right, you got to do Ingrid in Street Fighter 6, to be honest, because she's always had that weird kind of like, maybe not so much alien, but just a weird like celestial vibe to her character. You're kidding me? Oh, come on, man. She's had such a weird like celestial vibe, if that makes sense to me. I know they've had like the goddess thing was a thing. I think at one point I can't remember if it was her like Alpha 3 version or her like Capcom All Stars version or whatever the cancelled game was called. So honestly, I think just to help tie into the plot and actually kind of like continue off from where they left off Street Fighter 5, if the theory that G is an alien is true, which I kind of believe is true, to be honest, like personally, like there's no real reason for it. I just think it makes sense. I think honestly, I would make Ingrid like the same alien race as G. And kind of like just use her as a way to kind of like add a bit more to G, maybe. I don't know if it'll work, but I think it'd be interesting. But in general, yeah, I'm kind of interested in seeing what they do with it. I think the worst thing they could probably do with Ingrid is continue off with Alpha 3, where like I think it's implied that she's like the progenitor of Psycho Power or something, and like she's, you know, super old and like way stronger than Bison, because it's a bit like, it's just a bit kind of like, oh yeah, of course, like, you know, the super, you know, small weird like lolly girl is like actually 8,000 years old and like powerful, and all the other, you know, it's like, okay, it's just screams of like fanfic OC Street Fighter character. Oh, come on. I still won. But I think pretty sure Nakayama said that like that's not, like they wouldn't do that or something, or like that's not the backstory they would go with Ingrid. They would go with if they did Ingrid. So I don't know. That'll be interesting. I'm kind of just open to whoever, as long as the first three are true. As long as we get Alex Viper and Sagat, like they could do whoever they want. They could do Rufus for all I care. I saw this on Twitter. These honestly, I like almost all of these. These are really sick designs. There's two in particular, like I'm looking at now. I'll have to go back and like find them. Actually, there's about two or three that I think would have been like really sick. I'll go into the gallery. So it's this one here. I like this one a lot. I like this one. Um, yeah, I do like this one, but it doesn't really scream Elena to me. Like this is to me, this isn't default. I would like this as an alt costume if they did like an outfit for Elena. I think something like this would be fun, a more like casual thing, but nothing like not to like fight in. I don't think that really works as something to fight in. But I like this one at the end. Yeah, I like this one at the end here, and I like this one at the end. So the two on the right ends on the both rows, I like the most. And yeah, the different hair options are really cool. It's kind of a shame that like in art her hair looks good. Like if you go to this one, like I still think her hair looks good here. It's just in the actual in-game model just didn't work. It's a shame. It's a real shame, but like it just didn't work. You know, if the model was just a little bit better, I think it would have turned out like fantastic. But I think the way it just ended up doing it, just yeah, it was a shame. I just don't think it worked that well. Yeah, all the hair options here are nice. I like the hair on this one. I wonder if that might be. Obviously, I really like the hair on this one as well. That one's cool as well. So I hope, to be honest, I don't know if they'll do it, but I hope all of Elena's costumes have different hair. I think that'd be fun. I don't know how kind of like viable that is, but at the moment, all of her costumes have different hair, and I think it'd be cool if like all of her costumes throughout this game, because it's not like we're gonna get a ton. It's not like we're gonna get like Street Fighter 5 levels of costumes. So like, even if you know every character only gets like 3 or 4 more costumes, I think they could do it. I think they could do a different hairstyle for every costume. So that'd be cool. I've still got 10 minutes to kill. It's kind of crazy, like especially this one. Like I was just thinking, like all the artwork that like I haven't really looked at in like 2 years now. But like I have been like this artwork here has been my oxygen for about 2 years now, in terms of like Sean Copium, of like he's gonna be in the game one day, guys. Just believe me. Like 2 years, I've been like fucking siphoning off this picture. God damn, man. And it's like I just look at the roster. And it's like, who did we get as DLC since then? Rashid, cool pick. Arky, cool pick. I think it's weird. I think all the characters have turned out fantastic, and there's not any character except for someone. There's not really any character that I can think of where I'm like, I wish you weren't in the game. I'm fine with these characters being in the game. Even I'm fine with being in the game. Just not now. Like, I'd have been fine if Bison was in the game, like, as one of the last characters. But year 2, like, the first character of year 2 is so ridiculous. It's so insane that, like, they just dropped everything to get back to that point. I was looking at my phone. Yeah, so, we has covered when I feel making my profile, that kind of was. Yeah, that's the thing. I would love it if Ken had actually talked about what Sean's doing now, you know, but all we really got was, I mean, granted, I'm over the moon that we got this. This was also fueled me for the last 2 years, was a conversation that he has with the player character about Sean was fantastic. I really liked it. I think it was a really good kind of like conclusion, I guess, to the whole Sean and Ken arc. It's just a shame we didn't see, like, we saw the opening of the arc in Street Fighter 3, and then it's like we kind of get like the epilogue here, like the post-mortem of that whole arc from Ken when he talks to the player character, but like the middle and the end of that of the Sean and Ken arc we just never saw. It's a shame. We'll probably never see it. Yeah, like, we'll never. I mean, maybe we'll get an idea if Sean is ever added. We can maybe see him talk about it from his point of view. But yeah, it's a shame that like that arc and a lot of the more like immediate arcs from Street Fighter 3 are probably never gonna. You know, we'll probably never see how those arcs ended. Like they just ended. They ended years ago, and that's it. Man, I would love this game if the roster just wasn't just fucking Street Fighter 2 out the arse. Like, it just... it doesn't make me as mad anymore. It really made me mad back in when the game came out. But when I look at it now and I'm just like, why is fucking Dulcim in the game, man? Why is Honda in the game? Like, we really need those guys day one. I don't know. I've talked about it to death as it is, but in all honesty, I think in terms of like why didn't they make Sean Luke's rival? I think just my feelings, just based on how the dev team would do it. I think just in general, I think it makes sense why they would do this. I think if they're making a new character, like a new main character, and I use main for Luke because he's not even really the main character. If you make a new main character from scratch, and you're like, right, this is the main character, and you want to make a rival for him, I totally think, I think most people would rather go, okay, I want to make a new character to kind of go with that, right? To go with the main character as a rival instead of just being like, okay, I'll just take this character from like 25 years ago and make him the rival. You know, it's kind of like using somebody else's like kind of half finished painting to finish your own painting, if that makes sense. I get why a lot of people wouldn't do that. They'd rather just start fresh across the board. So, you know, I mean, it would be cool. And I definitely think if Sean is ever added, he would definitely have some cool stuff with Luke. But yeah, I get why. Like I said, it would be cool if they did it, but I get why they didn't. Yeah, that's one thing that's always surprised me. Like the game's working out the way they have with the rosters. It's like, yeah, like there's just never really been a chance for Sean and Sakura to really meet. You know, what shocks me more is like the Udon comics. They never met in the Udon comics. Like no spin-offs or anything like that. Like not even like the gag mangas, because I have like several like Street Fighter 3 like gag mangas from the late 90s. And it's like there's references. Like there's a funny one I saw in one of the books where like Sean is like begging Ken. This is just based off my like shoddy translations of it. But like Sean is like begging Ken like, please let me be your student. I'll do anything. And Ken's like, anything? And then the last panel is Sean dressed as Sakura like in the schoolgirl outfit, and Ken's like, yeah. It's just like it just made me laugh because I just like the idea of like Ken wants his own like schoolgirl apprentice, so it's like he just makes Sean dress up as Sakura. But even then, it's like, yeah, it's just shocking to me they've never done anything. Further thing should be, yeah, man. That's the thing. I was actually thinking about it earlier. Like Necro in this game would be so sick. But that's one of the things where it's like a lot of the other stuff, you know, I think there's no real reason. Like, why isn't Alex in the game already? Why did it take so long to add Elena? Where's Makoto? Dudley? I think that stuff, there's no real excuse on Capcom's part. But, like, Necro, I kind of understand why Capcom aren't doing Necro or won't do Necro. Because, like, I think Necro in this style, like, I would love to see it. And 12 as well. But Necro and 12 in this style either would be the most awesome looking thing ever or like a fucking nightmare fuel, and I would want to see it regardless just to see what he would look like. But I can kind of see them like just literally being too scared to even touch the idea of how you would translate Necro from 2D, that 2D sprite, into like 3D. I think Capcom, I think they'd be way too scared to even give it a try. It's a shame because Necro is like top 3 character for me that I want to come back. I want to see come back. But it's that thing. It's sad. Like, I just don't think anybody at Capcom is gonna have the guts to like even attempt to bring that character back. Because the one thing I mean, obviously it's not my job to do it. So maybe, you know, somebody who's actually, you know, skilled at it could do it. But like I've actually thought about this in the past. I'm like, how do you redesign Necro? Like, how do you like update Necro with them? You know, for 2025, like how do you give him a redesign to fit with like a new era of the series and the timeline? I don't know how you could redesign that guy. His design is so specific that I feel like if you changed even one thing about Necro's design, it just wouldn't really be Necro anymore. Like it would just be so different. I definitely think it's worth a try, but I wouldn't even know where to begin trying to redesign Necro. The only new gen SF6, I think it's landing amazingly. Oh, sorry, Mr. I've still got to look down here. The only new gen SF6 characters that I think truly stuck the landing amazingly are Lily and Aki. I completely disagree about Lily. I think she's the worst. I think Lily was a complete failure. I think she's completely uninteresting. She has a cool storyline, kind of teased with the, you know, her spirit being possibly the Satsuno Hado. that means nothing to me because just the way that this series continues storyline, like literally, where is any of the storylines that was set up? In Street Fighter 5, like where's G, where's Seth, where's Gil, like none of that shit's here, so I can't even really be like, oh, can't wait to see that storyline in Street Fighter 7. I don't think Lily's probably, I don't know, maybe Nakayama likes the character enough, or maybe Matsumoto likes the character enough that, he'll just put them in the game. He'll bring back Lily in the next game just because he likes her. But no, I completely agree. Aki, I definitely agree. Aki, I think, is probably my favorite newcomer in this game. I think top 3 for me is probably Aki number 1, then I'd go Marisa, and then honestly, probably Luke. But I think a lot of Luke's I think his voice actor carries him. I think Alex Lee carries Luke so hard. I think if you had a different voice actor, Luke would be way further down. But yeah, it's I think Lily was a complete botch. It's a shame because I was so excited for her. When they showed her off in her artwork. I'm gonna switch to the Twitch stream, just so while I'm waffling, I don't forget it's about to start and I miss it. Yeah, Lily, like I was so hyped for her. When she got when she was in the big group artwork when they announced the full roster. I remember thinking, oh, I can't wait to see her, see how she looks in game. And then she got revealed, and she just looks so weird to me. Let's move that down a bit because a lot of the chats are going too quick for me to read them. Yeah, Lily's just such a. I just her model, just in general, she looks way too young. You see her model, and it's she just looks weird to me. She just looks like her face is her cheeks are just too chubby. Not chubby, but I'll try and find a picture, to be honest, because it was honestly a big deal breaker for me. I was so excited for Lily. I mean, I'm not even a big T-Hawk fan, but I just thought the character ever since I saw them in the when I saw them in the artwork, I was like, oh, this looks so cool. Then I just saw her in game, and I'm like, this is just a weird looking child with wearing shorts that are just way too short. Jamie, I wish I liked Jamie more. I think Jamie has the potential to be a really great character. I kind of wish there was a bit more oomph to his rivalry with Luke. It really just feels like their whole rivalry is based on the fact that they just bumped shoulders in the street one day and they just became lifelong rivals. I think that's fun, but I would have liked a bit more to it than that. I think a lot of the rivalry with Luke and Jamie honestly is carried by the people who ship them and do fan art of them. That's honestly made me like their rivalry way more than any of the official stuff from Capcom. Trying to find a comparison picture because I might have to do 2 different ones. I was going to start in a minute. But yeah, to me, Lily just looks weird. Just something about her just looks off to me. I was definitely very disappointed with how she ended up being. I definitely think, honestly, she's probably my least favorite newcomer in the game. I just think they could have done so much better with her. Yeah, so I'm just looking because I've got the chat as well on the screen, so if I miss anything, I can just see it a bit better. Yeah, someone's talking about Dudley. Yeah, Dudley, man, I think he'd be sick in this game, but I see Balrog. There's 2 reasons why I think Balrog will get in before Dudley. Reason 1, he's a Street Fighter 2 character. That's just the most obvious reason. Reason 2, he's linked with Shadaloo, which obviously Capcom love. So I think they will definitely do Balrog over DJ, which I think sucks. Dudley deserves it way more, especially given Balrog was only just in 5 and Dudley wasn't. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, Dudley in this game would be sick. But yeah.
From Lego bricks to puppets, zombies to Marvel heroes, This show has a little bit of everything, including, yes, some brand new game announcements. Gotta have some of those. Now, before we dive into the excitement, let's take a moment to recognize just how dynamic our industry has become. Here's a look at the top 10 selling new games on Steam so far in 2025 by units, according to Game Discover Co. Lots of great games.
It's crazy to me how well like Monster Hunter actually does. Like I'm not a big Monster Hunter fan. I've played World a couple times. I I played the beta slash demo for Wilds. It's just not for me. But like even then, like I understand the fun and the appeal. But like it still blows my mind how like
it's inspiring that these indie creations stand side
it
by
just
side
blows my mind how like
Monster Hunter Wild
popular Monster Hunter is. I don't know why. I never thought it'd blow up as much as it did.
Also applaud Claire Obscure from Sandfall. Okay. They might get some nominations at the end of the year. We're not there yet, but it is a monumental achievement, earning the highest user Metacritic score ever recorded for a game, all from a team of under 30 developers who bravely stepped away from big publishers to forge their own path. One thing is clear. With digital distribution and engines like Unreal, today's most innovative projects increasingly emerge from outside the traditional publisher system. And that's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double from 2020, the challenge now is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so essential. These events help remarkable games, big and small, find their audiences. And hopefully, if you're watching this show, you'll discover your next favorite game. So, in that spirit, let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio.
Yeah, I never would have thought like it would be big enough for like theme parks and stuff like that. I don't know. Like it's weird. I understand why like it would get big, but like to see how big it's gotten is weird to me. I never would have thought a series like that would blow up as much as it has.
Passion, freedom, and a small dedicated team can achieve. Let's take a look at our first new game announcement.
No, I missed that. I was going to lift my camera up to see what the text was there. I didn't see it. Very FromSofty, but it doesn't. I don't think it's FromSoft. No, definitely not. Oh, cool. This is a shotgun. Cool enemy designs. Oh, Mortal Shell, yeah, my friend played this. He let me play it once when I went around his house one time. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, to be honest, it did ring a bell a bit. I kind of don't know why I didn't clock that sooner.
Didn't that look great?
Well, that's cool.
Lots more to come, but right now, the end, the Nexus War, Galactus Fight, or even live at Risky Reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale live in-game events. And tomorrow, Fortnite is set to do it again across console, PC, and phones. The Death Star's super laser is charged and ready to decimate the Battle Royale island. But there's still hope. You and your friends can join the fight. Here's the first exclusive look at what you'll be part of tomorrow in the brand new live event, Death Star Sabotage.
Yeah, like it didn't blow me away the bits I played. It was a fun game. I thought it was decent, but it's a pretty bog standard Souls clone, really. Cool, sick, whatever.
All right. Right now, it is an honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary game creator who is set to release his latest project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium
Oh, is this
in bold
Kojima?
directions, and we are honored to have him with us for the first time at Summer Game
Oh,
Fest.
first time, no, it's not Kojima.
Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Oh, it is Kojima. Okay, cool. I don't care. I don't give a shit about Death Stranding or Kojima. Not interested in seeing Jeff suck him off on stream again. Cool, I'm going on my phone, guys. I'll see you when this part's done.
Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer Game Fest. It's great to have you here. We are so excited for DS2. So let me ask you, Mr. Kojima, you've worked for many years on this project. What do you hope players take away from DS2 when they play it later this month?
DS1 が出た後にコロナになったので、
Well, we hit the pandemic after we released
僕ら皆
DS1.
さん、コロナを体験したと思うの
Everyone
で、
experienced
コ
the
ロナを体
pandemic.
験した中での
So,
新しいつながりというか、
I wanted to
それを
show
もう一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます。
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later this month, but right now I know you prepared a special exclusive clip for SGF. Let's take a look at this.
はい、
Welcome. Have a seat. Over here, please.
It's weird, like I love MGS 1, 2, and 3. 4's good, but I think is when he started to kind of lose his mind a bit. Everything else after that is just being complete shit. Phantom Pain was good, but just I think 2 up its own arse for its own good, and obviously was left unfinished. I played Death Stranding 1, and I just didn't get it, to be honest. It's weird. I liked the gameplay of it. Like wandering around was kind of relaxing. Just the story was such nonsense. I thought it was just completely stupid. I think the part of Death Stranding where I gave up was the game's like, oh, deliver this package to the city, and it's like it's very clearly a bomb, and like a lot of the characters beforehand are talking about how like, oh, I delivered a package and blew up a city by accident, and then like not long after, this guy who's like clearly shady is like, oh, hey, deliver this package, and then it's like, okay, so I didn't see an option to get rid of the package, so I thought, oh, am I supposed to like story-wise deliver this thing and blow up the city? Then that's kind of like my motivation to get this guy. And I took the package into the city and blew up and got a game over. And I was like, oh fuck this then. So I just deleted it, and I've literally never played it since. But yeah, I think these days, I think the worship he gets is just so bizarre to me. I think he's just, I wouldn't go as far as to say he's a hack, but like I just think he's just, I think he's just so up his own ass, and I think all the people who just suck him off, like Jeff and everybody, it just does my head in.
mystery. Well, that was a clip from the game.
Was that actually the clip
we
they
saw a
showed?
first glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more about this clip and the characters of Neil and Lucy.
DS2 で非常に重要なキ
In
ャラクタ
DS2,
ーです。
it's a very important character,
ニールとルーシー。
Neil and
で、
Lucy.
まあちょっと詳しくは言えませんけ
I
ど、
can't really say because there'll be spoilers.
手にカニ座の刻印が
You
2人ある
saw the cancer mark on both of their
太い
hands
深いつながりがあって
So they have
これが
this
物語に
deep
大き
connection
く関わってきます。
and reveals
で前回
throughout the
ク
story.
リフっていう人気キャラクターがい
And
ま
last
して
time on
マッツさ
DS1,
んがやって
we have Cliff,
で
who was
物
played
語
by
的に
Max.
は彼はもういなくな
And
っ
of
たの
course,
で
by story,
まあ 2では出せ
he
ない
will not be in
で今回
DS2.
ニールっていうのが
But this
マッツさん
time,
の代わりと
Neil
その
will be like
役割を担って
playing like the role that
登場
Max
します
did for DS2
で
this
まあ、クリ
time.
フすごい人気あったので、
And Cliff was a very
まあ
popular
クリフを超え
character,
るようなキャラク
but
ター
I
を作
think
ろうとして、まあ、ルカ
we
さん
have
に
to
お願い
kind of
して
like top that
結構いい
character.
キャラクタ
So
ー
Luca
だったと思います
Marinetti was a great
非
actor,
常に
and I
心
think
に残る演技も
it was great. He did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character,
あ
Neil,
のもう
too.
20日後にゲーム出るんで、
Well, the game's going to be out in 20 days, so I'm not going to
Oh, that was
give
that
any
soon.
spoilers,
Actually, I completely
That's
I know.
what I brought
skipped
to
me. I had no idea it was that soon. I knew it was like this year, but I didn't know. I didn't think it was in 20 days.
To learn more about the game, actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere.
I will not be
where
tuning
Hideo
into the
will be joined
DS2
by
live game
many
premiere.
members of
Thank
the
you very
cast.
much.
We'll be sharing a new demo of the live gameplay demo alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And
Oh,
let's
of course
just
you will,
say
Jeff.
this is not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
あのニールのゲームプレイシーンっていう
Yes,
のを
I'll show you the gameplay scene
あ
of
の見
Neil.
に来てください。
So hope you enjoy. Will join us Sunday too.
Excellent. All right. Thank you so much. Hideo Kojima, everyone. Great to see you, Mr. Kojima. Thank you. All right. And now I'd like to introduce my co-host for Summer Game Fest. She's along for the party. A veteran games
Cool.
journalist
Glad
on
that shit's
GameSpot,
done and out the way with. I can actually get back to focusing on this.
Please join me in welcoming the incredible.
What was that one new Capcom they revealed this something? Pragmata. That looked okay. I don't think I'm really gonna. I don't think I'll get it day one. It looked okay. Just don't really think it's my
Thanks,
thing.
Jeff,
But
and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Thou shalt not kill. So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands. But ambitious men do not listen. I saw
I just realised you can see Alex there on the second Impact poster. So hopefully that's a good sign.
found me. I became like them. I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But somehow,
I forgot these headphones are broke.
not only one ending. I shall find no peace on this road.
Yeah, it's weird. To be honest, it's weird with Capcom. Obviously, they're probably like one of my favorite developers going at the moment. But like, I think the only games I really play for them are like Street Fighter and Resident Evil. Like, I can't think of. I think DMC was probably the last like new game
That's just my story.
that I got like when it came out. That wasn't Resident Evil or Street Fighter. So
Go write your own.
I definitely wanted to try a couple. Like, I did want to try Dragon's Dogma 2, but I just couldn't really justify getting it when it came out because I'd never played the first one. So I didn't want to spend all the money for something I didn't know if I was gonna like or not.
That was a very cool new project in a brutal European medieval world. Now it's time to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic franchise. Crossworlds brings other worlds and familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise guest characters being revealed here at SGF for the first time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, actually, the collections. I completely forgot about the collections. Yeah, to be honest, they've been like probably the the biggest things, like in between the big releases. Yeah, I hope they keep going. To be honest, there's still definitely quite a few games of theirs I want them to do. I definitely want like Rival Schools 1 and the first Star Gladiator. Kind of weird that they skipped those and did the second ones first. I hope that's not like a sign that they'll never do the first ones for both of them. The dream one for me for a future collection is I'd love it if they did JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Heritage for the Future. I'd lose my shit if they did a port of that. Tatsunoko vs Capcom as well. I would love. What the fuck? That yeah. Sorry, Ichiban just completely threw me for a loop there. And Persona 5, man, Joker. Yeah, that would be the one that I would lose my shit over. But Tatsunoko vs Capcom as well, I would really like. Obviously, mainly because Alex is in it, and I think it's probably one of the only times he'll ever actually be in a proper crossover fighting game. Yeah, there's no chance he's in another one now. Maybe he's DLC. If they do like a CVS3 or something, they do. Okami 2, yeah. I completely forgot that got announced.
We'd like to introduce the man behind
it was only about
the
6
everyone's
months ago.
favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm honored to be here to talk about our latest Sonic Racing game. Sonic Racing Cross World is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series, developed by Sonic Team and the Sega Arcade Racing Team. You can feel brand new experience from the new future travel ring, which you can warp in the race. Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can race against all of your friends across all of the platform. Lastly, I have one more thing I'd like to show everyone here today. Take a look inside of the travel ring.
Yeah, they feel very bog standard. Like it's like if you basically, it's like what I was saying earlier, like courtroom, like board meeting, stock meeting choices for guests. They are pretty much. I just realised that was Minecraft. Again, just proving my point. Just like hand-picked committee guest characters, no real interest or passion there. It's just like, what's the most popular thing going? Oh, Persona. Oh, Ichiban.
RPG from Bandai Namco Studios.
Minecraft play. Okay,
Embark on a
sick.
journey across a dark fantasy world and uncover a vast story that eclipses time.
Time. For some, it heals. For others,
Oh, is this like a?
it wounds.
I don't know why my first thought is like Tales of. Is it a new Tales of
Our
game?
world,
It looks anime enough.
this is only a little
Yeah, exactly. It's very much CEO said, add this guy. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
long ago.
Like it's cool for fans of those characters, but I can't say they're three really thrilling choices.
But you have the power to change
Really bad.
all of
Let's
this.
see if I could just kind of hide most of my bed, but it doesn't really matter. It's still gonna see it anyway.
If time were a weapon to wield, could you undo the sins of ruin? In this time, or maybe the next, you'll find how to save us all.
Yeah, it's a good point. Maybe Code Vein, maybe. don't know. I didn't play Code Vein. I played a bit of it at a friend's house, but I never like played it. So I don't know if that's a good enough guess or not. Oh, Code Vein, nice. It looked very anime. Like the character, the dude at the beginning looked very anime, and it just made me think. It just made me think of Tales. Well, yeah, Code Vein makes more sense. Gives me very Fumito Ueda vibes, but except the gameplay. The tone of it and the weird voice made me think of that. The TV Co or whatever his studio's called now. I can't remember what this new studio's called. That looks cool.
That was a very moody, cool new game. That was End of Abyss, the debut title
Moody.
from Malmo, Sweden-based.
I suppose it is
Section
moody,
9
but I don't know if
Interactive.
that's the first word I would have used to describe
Action-adventure game
that.
Coming in 2026 to the Epic Games Store and consoles. Next, we'll step into the black and white world of rubber hose animation with Mouse PI for Hire. Developed by first-time developer.
I remember they showed this off at a
Games and
previous
published by
show.
Playsight,
This looks cool
releasing
if I
later
remember
this
right.
year. Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
There's something rotten at the heart of Mouseburg.
Crooks beware. Detective Pepper's in the house.
There are those who would bend the city to their will,
Dumb wise guys and fake cheese wheels.
and those who do anything to save
Oh, this does look fun. Yeah, it's that thing where it's like, yeah, I think when they look at it, like, what's the safest option? What's the option that's going to guarantee us to make the most money possible? And it's adding Yakuza and Persona characters because that's that's what most people know. You know, it's why Capcom does Street Fighter 2 characters all the time, because it's just they know it's what most people know, and it's easier to do something people know than risk doing something they don't know and it not making as much money as they want it to. So it's shit. I hate it, but that's just media in general now. It's just everything's got to be done in the most safest, boring way possible because we don't want to rock the apple cart and potentially not make money or lose money. It's shit, but that's just the way things are. Oh, it's Game of Thrones. I'm surprised they're still even making games for Game of Thrones. I thought the show died, like, popularity-wise when the last
You
season
may
was shit.
think you know how the game is played. But this is not the game you know. This is your legacy. You decide who wins and who dies.
Oh, it's just like a Game of Thrones game where you get to go through the story, but I think if you kill a character, he doesn't die. Like, doesn't die in the show. It keeps going or something. Oh, never mind. Yeah, because I've not watched Game of Thrones, so I just know the major points just through cultural osmosis.
Game of Thrones. War for Westeros.
All right, now it is time for the global reveal of an FPS action adventure RPG.
Oh, spicy.
The great Silkovsky once said, one could count 1,000,000 billion suns in the known universe. So why do we deny other intelligent beings? It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth. My answer is, maybe they will visit us. But time has not come yet for this. The dawn of a new era. The era of atomic.
I was just thinking Atomic Heart. I couldn't remember the name, but I remember the robot ladies with no face. Oh, cool, the first one did well enough to get another one. Never played it, so...
Have a good hunt, Captain.
Oh yeah, like I'm sure this specific Queen song has been used about 600 times across the last few years or decades or whatever. Not decades, but
That's right, Atomic Heart 2 is in active development at Munfish on Unreal Engine 5, a spiritual successor to the first game with a retro-futuristic world on a global scale, and this time there's a greater emphasis on RPG elements and player freedom. But that, believe it or not, is not all from Munfish today.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube. I can still barely believe it myself. When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know? I felt that same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness. How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
I do kind of like the idea of like being on a map and just seeing like, you know, the cube, like half the cube moving in the background. I think that's a cool idea. Don't know if it's enough to carry a whole game, but is this going to be like a battle royale? The cube. Everything has to be a universe.
Cute little guy. The Cube is yet another new project from Munfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic Universe on a massive levitating cube you can see there, where the edges are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving. All right, let's jump into the Marvel Cosmic Invasion universe.
For half a second there, I thought that was going to be Marvel Token.
Consoles this holiday with multiplayer fun for up to 4 players. You can pick between 15 Marvel characters to play.
I can imagine if we got a Token reveal. That'd be so cool. I doubt it. I very much doubt it, but it'd be cool if we got another like 2 days after its reveal. Just get another character reveal. I doubt it. Oh, it's a beat 'em up. I'll be honest, I don't remember this at all. This must have completely skipped me or something, because I genuinely don't remember ever seeing this before.
This isn't hell.
Oh, Capcom. Onimusha! Shit, I did not think we'd see Onimusha tonight. Environment design looks sick.
You don't have a chance.
It's so cool they got Mifune as the face model. Yeah, this looks sick. I'll definitely pick this up. I really liked Onimusha 1 because I played it after this got announced for the first time, and it was really sick. I really liked it. I'm definitely looking forward to getting Onimusha 2. I can't remember when that comes out, but I'll get it at some point.
We both want the same thing, Musashi. But there's
Oh, nice, another character.
one at the top, and it won't be a coward who runs from jewels.
Oh, nice.
Words never did work between us, did they?
No, unfortunately, I don't look like Alex. I fucking wish I did. Cool. Ooh.
That was a new look at Onimusha Way of the Sword, which we announced back in December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026 and will be playable this summer at Gamescom.
Must be early 2026 because we've seen quite a lot of it.
You guys all know I love my puppets, and this next project is one I've been tracking for a few years. As a team,
I thought one of the Muppets was coming out there.
Is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane
It's only been about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. You've not missed much, to be honest. There's nothing really been crazy. Onimusha's probably been like the best game they've shown so far, for me at least.
New game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
Alright, you little sick of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got. What? If you're gonna be champ, we gotta transform. Why are you even here? Don't waste my time.
Save us, Fuzzy, or we'll die.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Eat bread, grab burnt toast, carb load.
The graphics are actually really good. You could tell me this was like live action, like FMV or whatever, and I would actually be like, nah, like, I'd believe it. Oh, it's like Punch Out. That's cool.
Super fun. Gotta wish list that, right? All right, well, next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game in Deception We Trust.
An ancient white castle deep in the mountains, lost to time and legend. Only the chosen find their way here. Gathered from every corner of the earth, divided yet bound.
Oh, this is like a Cluedo.
Wolves and lambs, engaged in a perilous dance of wits.
I'm shocked this hasn't been done as a game sooner.
Shadow. Enough theatrics.
This looks like Cluedo.
Killer Inn is a murder mystery action game. The killers lurk elusively in plain sight. Kill someone and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes.
This is actually quite cool. I actually like the concept of this.
One step closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light. Wolves win by killing every lamb.
Okay.
Lambs win by rooting out every wolf.
And you've lost me.
Simple rules, but there's so much more to this game of murderous mystery.
I would have liked it if it was just a murder mystery type thing, trying to find a killer with a bunch of people online. But as soon as you show me just somebody mowing down somebody else with a fucking Uzi, I'm like, nah, I'm out.
Then you'd better escape the castle. Now the paths to victory are clear. You would do well to remember, deceit and deduction are your strongest weapons in this game of life or death. Your invitation awaits.
That was Killer Inn, a 24-player multiplayer game from Square Enix where you compete in a game of life or
That was
death
Square
using
Enix.
social deduction skills to win. All right, it's hard to believe this next game was first announced at TGA in 2021. And though it's been a while, their recent tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait. I'm of course talking about Arc Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited launch date coming later this year. From Embark Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Arc Raiders.
Your body settle into a slower rhythm.
Yeah, I don't remember this at all. But you're talking like 4 years ago, so...
You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends.
I'll be honest, I'm usually not the one to get like stuck in the mud about CG trailers, but if you've not shown this game in 4 years and you come back with a CG trailer, like, why did you bother coming back at all? In all honesty, unless it cuts in the gameplay, then I'll eat the crow on that, but... Yeah, no. October 30th and you're not... What was the point? You know?
That's right, everyone. Arc Raiders is coming October 30th, 2025 for PC and console. Congrats to Embark Studios. All right, Dune fans, now you can finally step onto the world of Arrakis yourself. Dune Awakening combines the survival and MMO genres with a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
Yeah, exactly. Like 4 years to come back with a CG trailer is like, okay, you do you, man. I'm sure there was, to be honest, lots of people are proper excited about that. I mean, I think I'm at the age now. I know I'm like not even that old, but I think I'm at the point where like my tastes are just like my things like that are just so like a game like that does nothing for me, but I have no doubt that's super popular, you know. But I never even remember hearing about it before. But you know, it's just I feel like I'm just, you know, I'm at the point with gaming tastes and just stuff like that where like I'm just on a different planet to most people. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could have, you know, said Arc Raiders, and you could have put any game out there, and I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference. You could have said this was Arc Raiders, and I'd have believed you. Yeah, no, I definitely agree, to be honest. There's definitely a lot of like homogenization going on with a lot of like big bun games. Or kind of just Western games, to be honest. I don't think Japan has this problem. You know, like it's pretty simple. Like, you know, you look at Street Fighter 6 and you look at Marvel Token and you're like, these are definitely two Japanese games, but they're doing very different things. You know, I mean, obviously, it's not every Japanese studio is like that. Like this could be Japanese, and I think it looks kind of, you know, similar to the last one in some way.
It was all for naught.
Everyone's doing from soft like games now. It's so boring. Like I didn't mind it when a couple did it, and like some indie games did it, you know, like Mortal Shell and stuff like that, and like Liza P. But I feel like not half the games, but I feel like a good amount of games I've seen so far in this show have been some form of like a Souls adjacent. Like it's just boring. Like why would I play this game over like the other 3 Souls likes you've already shown on this show? Like what makes it stand out, you know? Like what's unique about that would make me want to play that over like Elden Ring or stuff like that?
Every hero's tale begins with trial, but the true lead of the story has yet to emerge. Whatever's coming next will not be easy.
I will never forget my cause.
What is more compelling to you, sir?
Just as he once came to me, filling that dark tower with light.
What happened while I was out? So I hear you're looking for someone?
Victors show no mercy to the defeated. People here despise weakness, worship strength, and crave glory.
They never
doubted that you'd end up here.
Oh, this could be Tails. This looks anime enough.
Curious. What ending have you penned for Septimon's this
Anyways,
time?
I've heard of that. To me, that just looked like Tails or some Genshin, like. It's just the same. It's just the same shit.
Such a tiny nuisance.
I know all the secrets. And don't come back.
That's Mio Memories in Orbit, a stunning new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest. What you're about to see next is a stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words.
I think I
and
remember
I'm
this
honored
one.
to show it to you today.
I might be completely talking on my ass. I don't know. Oh, it looks cool. Yeah, that's true. To be honest, I keep saying Tales like I've really played any of them. Like I've only played a bit of like Tales of Systeria, I think is it called. I only played like a couple of hours of that, and I didn't really get hooked enough to keep playing it. Yeah, to be honest, when now that I look back on it, it kind of did scream more like a Genshin type kind of aesthetic to it. But I have heard of Wuthering Waves, never played it.
What a really unique and different game. This August signals the release of Mafia: The Old Country, the next
nice,
entry in
Mafia.
the acclaimed Mafia franchise from the team at Hangar 13. It's a gritty mob story
Yeah,
set
pretty
in
much.
the brutal underworld of 1900 Sicily. Here is the Summer Game Fest trailer.
Betrayal burns because it can only
No actual gameplay. I don't care then.
An enemy can't hurt you like
I don't care then.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
my friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torriso looks out for people around here. Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
Teach them a lesson.
remind them of their obligations.
Peace is between us and Spadaro.
Where I come from, commitment means everything.
If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to his family?
Yeah, I like that. The only hard guys I invested in is Mike and Jessica.
When Isabella became involved, it became our business. His family. Loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Enzo?
Looks cool.
And if you
I'll
thought
probably
that
pick it up.
guy was a stud, just wait till you see this next game. Lego Voyagers captures the creative hands-on spirit
Oh, stud, I
of
get it,
classic
okay.
Lego play
That
and will
wasn't too
also
bad.
support a Friends Pass, just like Split Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
Yeah, true. That is true of 2K, yeah. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. This looks kind of chill. I actually like the look of that. That looks fun. I feel like movement would be terrible though. Like you can only like moving is that little brick. I feel like movement would get very tiring very quickly though. Doesn't look bad.
Hello, Summer Game Fest! I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters. And while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today, I am thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before. I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny.
I was wondering who she voiced, but that makes sense now.
A great evil would emerge. However, a brave and wise and powerful and ridiculously handsome wizard would call upon his magic powers to summon the most ferocious, most awesome, most totally radical team of adventurers the land had ever seen. Would he able to?
Interesting art style.
It's been almost 2 years since players first stepped into the role of Geppetto's puppet to save the city of
Oh,
crime,
Liza P.
disease,
This is getting
and
shadow
puppet
dropped. It's got
frenzy
leaked.
Liza P. Overture is a DLC expansion to Liza P that transports players back in time with new characters, environments, and of course, imposing enemies and bosses. Here's the exclusive new look.
Oh, that's cool. Wolverine claws. Oh, I'm just gonna let my ears cool off for a bit, so I'm just gonna. I won't be able to hear anything for a minute. I just need to. Oh, give me ears a break from having headphones on. Yeah, I knew they were gonna shadow drop it because it got leaked, unfortunately. Oh well,
Yes,
still cool.
that's right. Overture is available today across all platforms to play, so enjoy it this weekend. All right, next up, the small video game publisher Serenity Forge, based in Boulder, Colorado,
Don't you guys
shared
have no
this
idea
game
what
with me
he's
a few
talking
months
about.
back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets
Oh, no.
Silent Hill. That piqued my interest.
I heard
Only
Doki
so I
Doki
get a
Literature
kick
Club,
out
and
of
that
this
was enough.
announcement, too.
Not hating on it, but I'm not putting my headphones on for that. I'm probably going to yawn a lot, by the way, because I think I'm still reeling from the other day, because after I finished the Elena stream the other day, I finished that about 11 PM, because that's when the state of play finished, roughly. As soon as I finished the stream, I recorded the Elena sections and the closing thought sections of the 2 years later Street Fighter 6 video, and then because I wanted it out yesterday before Summer Games Fest in case Year 3 gets announced here, so I didn't want to like have something about Year 3 and then have to like go back to Year 2 then cover Year 3 again. I wanted like a clear cut, like Year 2 is done now, we're moving on. So I think by the time I finished recording and editing and getting everything ready for the Elena stuff to the Year 2 videos to get that finished, I think by the time I went to bed that night it was like 3 in the morning, like 3, half 3. So I'm still feeling it a bit. I can't stay up as much as I used to, you know. I mean, like I said earlier, I'm not that old, but I'm starting to feel it more now. Oh, speaking of,
I wouldn't recommend
put my headphones on back now.
All right, NC Soft.
The grind is appreciated.
Blade
Yeah.
and Soul universe. Let's take
I
a
know.
look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
No, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it was my choice. I easily could have just left it and just uploaded the video when it was ready, but yeah, I did want it out before this, just in case Year 3 got revealed, because I didn't want to like go back and forth with Year 2 and Year 3 content. I wanted to like, right, no, we're done with Year 2 now. I'm moving on. I don't know why, I've been fine on that. It's just the yawns are hitting me real bad all of a sudden. Is this Tails? Be funny if it was, but I don't think it is. Maybe if I keep saying every anime game is a Tails game, I'll be right eventually. Oh, One Punch Man. Wait, was that just a Dancing and mobile game collaboration? That's what we're giving airtime to now. Ooh.
Is available today.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Human Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine.
You're seeing me live in real time.
Squid Game will be coming to UEFN. It started with an epic mega grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
That Mongil Sadai will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store.
But did he say an epic mega grant as opposed to a regular epic grant?
Find a way.
Yeah, Fest for a Game Engine is something. I don't know why anybody who's not a game developer would even go to that or watch that, to be honest. Like, I couldn't care less. It's all just like proof of concepts, like the Witcher 4 thing they put out the other day. Like, that's not how the game's going to look like. Like CD Projekt Red turned around afterwards and said, yeah, the game's not going to look like this. It's just what it could look like. Like, what's the point?
What we have set free.
Yeah, that's very true. Run by nerds. That is very, very, very true.
Well, to help life find a way.
Hi, I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games. 10 years ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight. Today, I'm thrilled to share a world premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower. Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay.
Shovel Knight. I wish I played more Shovel Knight.
It's
such a cool concept. I love the designs of pretty much all the knights, but there's something about the Shovel Knight design that's just so simplistic and awesome.
A whip-wielding hollower, you'll burrow through danger and unravel the mysteries of a cursed island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
Oh, they've gone for like really like early 2D. It's almost like, I want to say like Game Boy like. Like NES / Game Boy. That looks cool. Yeah, it looks very 2D Zelda-like. Oh, nice. Halloween.
All right. This is a special one. Our next game comes from a well-known developer that has done... Yeah.
Bossman.
Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final Bossman. All right, well, let's see what this says. Oh. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means 3 things. Number 1, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And 3, you're going to do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry probably. A wet one on the lips, comma, waved. All right, let's take a look.
Ooh, Red Band trailer. Hell yeah. Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest. Kick back and back
Deadpool VR, whatever.
Gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience. Oh, hi, new friend. Oh, yeah. Escape the turd burger of late-stage capitalism and enter a world of VR magic and wonder. You'll care for exotic pets the elderly, and this fucking thing with hip hop Satan. Oh, hi, don't worry, he's a fascist. He deserves this big time. This guy's a total dick. What the hell? Who designed this shit? I wiped my ass on this first. You're welcome. Who got the lobotomy with fries? All your dreams of being inside me come true in VR. Spider-Man gets Insomniac, and I get this shit? Craving Korean barbecue now. Is that weird? Whoa!
That was a funny line at the end there, because it's true. It's true, but to be honest, it's what Deadpool deserves.
With Neil Patrick Harris as Deadpool. All right. Next year,
Oh, Neil Patrick, that actually genuinely sounded like Ryan Reynolds.
The culmination of a decade of Techland's experience building survival horror games. Kyle Crane is back as the player character in this title that blends open world and action survival horror. Let's take a look at the latest trailer with some big news, the release date.
I remember MVC too.
What can you tell me about the Baron?
He's a narcissistic sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats. God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
It's not been terrible, but like, yeah, it's not a lot for me personally. I still think the best game they've shown so far is Onimusha.
You want revenge?
I think so many of the games looking so similar, I think really has been the worst part of this so far. Like, every game it feels like has either been super realistic, a Souls-like, or like super anime. I feel like you can sort most of the games they've shown into those three piles. I actually don't know how long this show's on for, to be honest. I never actually considered that. Because it's like, we're just over an hour in, and I'm like, are we done? Is there more? How long we got?
There's the big news. Dying Light the Beast is coming on August 22nd, Gamescom week. All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence, the bonds of friendship, and the nostalgia of growing up.
This is Volcano High.
Mixtape comes from Beethoven
Okay,
and
cool.
Dinosaur.
Okay,
and
he
Annapurna
is safe for now.
Interactive. And this is your exclusive new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
What are we doing?
I remember this one. They showed this off somewhere.
Hanging out, getting buzzed. I've got to get out of this place.
At the end of a year,
It's Jeff wearing Tim's. I didn't notice, to be honest. I'll have to make note of that. I think Jeff likes sneakers. I don't know why. I seem to remember him like wearing sneakers with like a suit all the time, which is weird. But if he's wearing Tim's, then that'd be fucking hilarious. I hope he is wearing Tim's. I'll be disappointed now if he's actually not wearing Tim's.
A retrospective like no other. Beethoven and Dinosaur invites you to relive the teenage riot, to spend one last night together before school's out forever. And with a soundtrack this good, it's gonna be one hell of a night. And The Cure. I love The Cure. Experience it for yourself. Mixtape. Nothing but the hits.
I trust you have seen it. A beautiful world where harmony reigns. Will you struggle until your last fleeting moment? Your destiny.
Oh, look at another anime game.
There is no escaping them.
That is why we must end you. Right here and now.
On your guard.
This is gorgeous. Take this. And just getting started. Let's put it into action.
The surge of power. Savor each moment.
Now, get ready. Everyone, are you with me? We will live on in this world. No matter what hardships await. We fight for a future filled with hope. Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
A beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies, a game drawing from classic Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism. Next, we want to introduce you to a game made by a first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Acts of Blood.
They left me with nothing. No justice, no peace. Just names on the wall. The hunt isn't over. Not until I kill them all.
Jumps the kicks. Yeah. This looks interesting. I'll be honest, I'm starting to like proper tune out of this show. Like every other game looks the same. Like it's starting to actually like not annoy me, but it's starting to like depress me. I still need to play Sifu. It looked really cool, but I just never got around to it. This looks cool though. I like this. I remember seeing a mod of Sifu where somebody changed the character to Sakura, and I thought that was like the sickest fucking thing ever.
Amazing what these solo devs can do today. Now it is time for the reveal of the next game from Montreal-based Tribute Games, the makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier. If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
Have I though? Oh, actually, this suit would be sick. Oh, Scorpio looking cool. Tim Cook. Shit, I completely forgot to look. I need to have a look again.
Scott Pilgrim's back with
They look
his
like
fifth
Tim's
try
from a
in
distance,
brand new
yeah.
brawling adventure in EX. You'll battle through space-time and the streets of my hometown of Toronto with Scott, Ramona, and 5 of their former rivals in this online 4-player co-op adventure with a story written by Scott Pilgrim creator Ryan Lee O'Malley. All right, we're going to be right back, but first we have a very special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
Oh, Resident Evil. I've heard the word Resident Evil.
There you are. Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So enter the village if you dare. We've slashed the price to be lower than ever for you simple little man things. Still thirsty? Worry not. You
Please, RE9, save this show.
There's plenty more fun to go around. Now cease this foolishness and make your decision wisely.
Oh, come on. Alright, back on my phone I go.
Since the dawn of time, humankind has been obsessed with the hard. Now, a glorious morning has dawned on something that simply...
I've been playing 2 things back to back, kind of like different times, because I've got a room upstairs. I've got some of my older consoles I've been playing at the moment. I've got a laptop downstairs on an evening I play on. On my laptop I've been playing GTA 4. I've actually completely forgot I had that on Steam, so I've been playing that. That's been fun to go through. I've been playing through the Suikoden games as well. Currently playing. I just started Suikoden 3 the other day. Really been enjoying it. Really liked it. It's a really fun series. I might make a video on the games because I've been really enjoying them. I did 1 and 2 in the remaster they did. I emulated Genso Suiko Gaiden Volume 1 and 2. That was really cool as well. Not really a big visual novel fan, but they were fun. But nah, I started Suikoden 3 the other day. I'm still pretty early, only like an hour or 2 in. So that's what I'm playing at the moment. Going back and forth between that and GTA 4. I'm glad the actor for Clayton from Mafia 3 still shows up in games. He was really good in Mafia 3.
I've been seeing things. Like a part of me that's been buried down deep feels like it's just knocking to get out. I'll be seeing you around, Charlie. Maybe this is the real me.
Diaz, you were a good soldier.
Hi everyone, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO Interactive. We can't wait for you to discover Mindside when it launches on June the 10th from Build a Rocket Boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City. This week, we finally revealed 007 First Light to the world, and your reactions were heartwarming. It's coming in 2026, but we want to make the wait more exciting. We are bringing someone into Hitman, the World of Assassination, who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
Okay, this is getting a trailer 2 days after the state of play. I want a Marvel token trailer.
Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre.
Oh wait, oh shit, I just realized this is Hitman. Okay, that's cool. That's cool that they're tying that in. Okay, I take that back. I still want a Marvel token trailer.
I've invited these people for a reason. I know their weaknesses.
They don't get bored of it because they don't know what the games they're making are. All they see is when the money comes in. That's all they care about.
I don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though. He's the only wild card. Well, this is turning into an interesting evening.
Welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
There you have it. Hitman and 007 are coming together in a very unexpected way.
We know our players waited a long time for 007 First Light. It's just around the corner, coming out next year. However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish friend to join me here. As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
That's right, everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads Mikkelsen.
Fucking celebrity wank, I don't care. I gotta stop watching Jeff Keighley shows, man. It's like this every fucking time.
Mads, you are
Absolute slop shit, and then they get like one really cool announcement. Like, oh, that's so sick, and you forget the rest of it.
Yep, that's it. And,
but when you're watching it live at the moment, I'm just like, I'm so bored.
It's a role that means a lot.
I literally, genuinely, I've not been excited by a game trailer since the Onimusha one. That was about an hour ago.
Once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second. But this time is a little different. He's more confident. He's dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
So this mission is set in a casino in Paris. We want to make an homage to the movie Casino Royale, while keeping surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's the Schiffer is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
You've already showed the trailer. The trailer's all we need to see. I don't. I never understand. Before or after, when you show the trailer, let the game talk. I don't need to hear you waffle on about shit you just show me in a trailer that actually sells me on the game more than I just do this all the time. I don't get it. I don't want to hear the devs waffle. If I want to hear them waffle, then I'll watch a behind the scenes video. That's cool. I find that I just they always get these guys on stage to just waffle. And it's never interesting. It never sells me on the game.
Now here's the announcement of a new party game coming later this year that will delight LEGO fans, made with over 1 million LEGO bricks, 300 minifigures, and over 700 trillion minifigure combinations.
Oh, Jeff.
Saturday night somewhere.
Jeff, you're killing me.
For LEGO Party!
Get ready!
For a nail-biting competition.
We're minifigures, Dad. We don't have nails. It's an action-packed contest to collect the most golden bricks.
But will you be helped by friendly krakens?
Or hindered by evil monsters?
It's just Mario Party.
By a flying lizard with wings.
It's just Mario Party, but Lego. It's not even like cool Lego. It's like
We've got more of them than you can count.
just generic Lego figures. Like
It's actually more like
crayons and like jesters and just shit like that.
With surprises around every corner, anything can happen. Anything? Anything.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Okay, but certainly not a giant crab, a mythical king cobra, or Master Wu smashing a crate.
Those were literally just on screen, Chair.
Wow!
I get to that point with these shows where it's like I just always get pessimistic after an hour where I'm like, right, the game I want to see the most hasn't showed up yet, so now I'm just convinced it's not going to show up.
Whoa, that is looking mighty tasty.
Okay, cool. I'd love to see like a screenshot of me at the start of the show when I was sat up fully, and then just now where I'm just so slumped down in my chair, I'm just like...
20 players across 5 ships venture into the most treacherous region of space, hoping to get their hands on the artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
I love a first-person shooter online game. Alex, buddy, I need you to come through. It's getting rough out here.
This feels bad.
Now their ship is flying. Is that the artifact?
Yeah, that's true. The colours are nice, but I just...
This'll be good.
There's another game where it's like, I feel like they showed this exact same type of game like 6 games ago.
I'm proud to reveal to you the next game from Toronto-based Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and Nobody Saves the World. They're making a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
Looking over this decaying world, one can only wonder, how did it all come to this?
Oh, Guacamelee was cool at least. I can forgive this one.
With a seed from the trees of memory. Those who ate of the fruit saw the lives they lived and passed their knowledge to future generations until Sorcisto, in his lust for power, consumed the brains of the living, spreading this blight. You harbor it too, I see.
Shanna. Yeah, honestly, they have to. That's honestly, it's blown me away. I've never known. I mean, sometimes every now and then with other like Jeff shows, like TGAs and stuff like that. Every now and then I'm like, huh, that kind of seems to. I've never seen a show where so many of the games shown just look the same. Like another like Hades kind of isometric looking game with that same camera angle. I'm pretty sure they've done like they've shown 2 games like this already that look like that.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show in Day of the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Clout. It's a new team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new
Jeff's proper pumping out the Canadian devs. I mean, cool for them, but it's like the third or fourth game now that's been from Canada.
Here is your first look.
Oh, fucking Munfish again. What Guna shit are they gonna have in this? Probably some monster with no face and giant tits and ass, probably. third zombie game, and it's also the third game from the studio, so it's just the third game that looks and plays exactly the same. Okay, that was good. I appreciate that. That was good. That got me. That got me good.
Beta amassing over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam and 3 million players in total. In this game, you explore a sci-fi universe and pilot powerful mechs with immersive aerial and ground combat. As a top wish-listed game, players are clamoring to know just one thing: when is the release date? Well, here is Mecha Break's latest trailer with the answer you've all been waiting for.
Growing Martian zones force the Thalassic Federation to advance its Project Enterprise.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say at this point. Just, and I think another CG trailer. Did they even make any money back on these? Like, I would rather save the money on a CG trailer and just like wait until the game was good enough to actually show on its own, than just pump out a CG trailer that's like, it's not going to look like anything like this. It wishes it looked like this. Even then, it's not like a good quality CG trailer. Like, it's good, but the animations are, especially for the humans, are terrible. Not terrible, but they're not good. Yeah, no, honestly. I'm like vibing with the music way more than what was going on in that trailer. Why the fuck would I wish this that? You've shown me nothing.
In this next title, small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines. Built by a small...
This game's camera angle is either going to be Hades-like or like Limbo and Inside-like. Calling it now.
Mechanicals approaching.
Or it's going to be another CG trailer. Yeah, exactly. Like,
now face a stark reality.
I just don't get the point.
Industrial civilization we were expecting to join. Is no more.
Okay, this looks interesting. Not interesting feels like a strong word here. I'm never going to play it, but the concept looks not bad.
Whatever it takes, we find a way.
Art style's shit. You can make this look really fun and unique, but it's like, again, just this weird like realism style.
2026 marks the 30th anniversary of a legendary video game franchise that I think we all know very well. Please check this out.
Resident Evil has to be Resident Evil. Has to be Resident Evil. Has to be Resident Evil. Please. Yes.
Happy birthday to
I've got both headphones on.
Happy birthday to you. And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
マギーさんありがとうございます。カプコン竹内です。皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございます。さて、お待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それでは、これからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
Come on. Oh, come on.
Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special message. We cannot wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the anniversary of Resident Evil. Now it is time for the next big update for a beloved franchise.
They cocked me so hard. Holy shit. Oh. It's true, it's true, it's true. Holy shit. Holy shit. The rumors were right. It's going to be Sagat. Then who's the fourth? Is it Oh, it's Ingrid. It is. The rumors are true. It's Ingrid. Holy shit. Amazing season. So happy. I'm really glad they got Kenny for this because I know he's a big Alex fan and he mained him in 5. Sagat. Oh, holy shit. I'm so happy it got confirmed. Oh, the Alex design! Gameplay! Sagat? Oh, that's Sagat stage. Holy shit. Holy shit. They went straight from cucking me with Resident Evil into like fulfilling my dreams with Streer Fighter 6. Holy shit. That Alex design was crazy. The hat. I'm gonna try and find a picture of it and I'll put it on the stream. The rumors are true. The next year of Street Fighter 6 is gonna be fucking awesome. I can't wait. Yeah, obviously, there's still a lot of characters yet to go. But, oh man, it's actually true. I actually get an Alex in this game. Viper as well. Viper looks sick. I didn't even see Ingrid. I was so like glued on Alex. Fuck. Oh, that Ingrid design as well. Right, I'm going to try and upload this. Holy shit. Oh, Alex looks so cool. Does that mean Alex is going to be last? Oh, man. Hang on, I was going to do some moving about.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s, as you saw.
I'll put me up here.
Alpha will be starting later this year. Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG
Holy shit.
developed in China by Lenzi, Wuchang, Fallen Feathers, which is launching on July 24th. Here's a look.
Holy shit. I'm like still reeling. The Sagat design, not my favorite Sagat design. I don't hate it. Ingrid looks sick. I really like how Ingrid looks. Viper looks awesome. That Alex design, I need to see more of it. Sorry, but I'm close to the mic. Holy shit. That Alex design is so cool. Alex, okay, so they got the dates. Okay, so Sagat is summer 2025, Viper is autumn 2025, Alex is early spring 2026, and Ingrid is late spring 2026. So Alex is unfortunately next year, but I can wait. Holy shit. Oh, I'm reeling.
Where is the Wu-Tang Clan?
Oh, Wu-Tang? Oh. I'm a little bit bummed Alex is next year, but I'm fine with that. Sagat is going to be awesome. Viper looks awesome. Man.
Ghostface Killer.
Sorry, I've not been reading the chat at all since that happened.
Wu-Tang: Rise of the Receiver is a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brass Lion Entertainment. Now, here's a new look at Guild Wars 2, which has new updates, including player housing, and is free to play. This weekend, to celebrate SGF, you can take advantage of double XP all weekend long.
My calling takes me far from home, where shared struggles form fast bonds.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know. I'm tempted to end the stream here because the rest of it has been so dog shit. I'll hang around just in case they do another bait and switch and show RE9. But,
My story.
yeah, what the shit, man. Crazy season. That is a crazy lineup. I can't believe Ingrid was right. That's so funny. I genuinely didn't believe it at first, but then as time went on, I'm like, oh, it could be. Her design looks awesome as well. I'm a little bit bummed we didn't get like some form of like a CG trailer of sorts, or like an animated thing like we got for year 2, so I can see like their full designs. It's a bit much. It's not. I don't know. It's not that much to go off at the moment for Alex's design and the others, but man, that is a crazy lineup. Actually, like, I can't believe it's real. Holy shit, man. So fucking sick. Yeah, I'm genuinely like really blown away by her design. Her design looks sick. I think that's a really cool direction to go. Oh man. That was a much higher quality image here. Oh yeah, that's a way better high quality image. I'm gonna replace the image with this one.
Long story.
This is a way better quality image. Sorry, I'm gonna have to just
another game throwing back to a classic animation style. Enter a surreal world where you're a down-on-his-luck outcast who has to battle his inner demons.
That's way better look.
In this action roguelike.
Get a bit more of Alex's design there. Yeah, Alex finally has long hair, like it is default again. I'll be honest, I don't like the design as much as I like his Street Fighter 3 design. I kind of knew that was going to be the case. He looks, if I had to guess, he's more underground wrestler. I think that's probably the direction they're going in. I'll talk about it a bit more once the stream's over or once I give up watching this shit. But,
Another relapse, huh? Get well soon. Maybe it's too much for someone like you. Delusional. It won't always
oh yeah, the image that Nakayama posted is way more higher quality. Viper looks sick as well.
You still look a little unwell.
I'm probably the most disappointed in Sagat's design. I honestly think his Street Fighter 5 design was better, to be honest. Ingrid looks incredible.
I'm Ian Prue, the co-founder of 1047 Games. When we
Holy
started
shit, man.
Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends, and 20 million of you played with us. Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why?
I'll put this away for
Because I
now,
grew up
just so
playing
we
Halo,
can...
and I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I wish we could have Titanfall 3. With Splitgate 2, we asked ourselves, how would we take portals to the next level? What if you could portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate Battle Royale launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
Just look at that water placement, expertly done. This is the epitome of sport. They are splitting savants and jetpack geniuses. The movement is so fluid, so fast, you can't stop and you can't catch. Can he complete the comeback? He's going to try. He shoots. He gets the kill. Now that's how you portal. They're not done yet. They got one. They got another. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. You'll see that. Oh my God, they did it. They actually did it. And he's standing on the edge, face up, 'cause you're in
I'm so tempted to just turn the stream off, to be honest, because I don't think it's going to get any better than that. Because I kind of just want to talk about Year 3, but it's always the chance something happens. But this show outside of Onimusha and Street Fighter 6 was dog shit. Just let me know if you guys think I should just stop watching this and talk about Year 3. Then let me know, because I really don't think anything else is going to be as good as that.
Now we are honored to showcase the latest project from the talented minds at RGG Studio in Japan.
Oh, shit. Oh, good thing I didn't turn it off. Oh, is this Project Sentry? This looks really cool.
Got a name?
Mako. Daito.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Don't I look like one?
You're not? So, what are you then?
Sana. 俺が知りてえや。
Stranger Than Heaven. That's a really cool title. I like that.
You saw it at TGA last year as Project Century set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943, and knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely on their way.
Oh, so is it actually spanning a century?
All right, well, we're almost done here, but we do have one final, very special global game announcement.
Oh, okay, cool. We're almost done.
We've been waiting.
2 hours. 2 hours
Today
is
we
decent.
showcased a lot of projects from teams around the world, including many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a studio that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again. When I first got a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown away by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision. And while there are many places, really any place, this game could have been revealed, we are so deeply honored that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game Fest.
Is Jeff going to start crying again?
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming. If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Stay close. They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope
Thanks, guys.
What? What the fuck? You're in... What? I mean... What the fuck? The fuck was that? You're in the... That's the ruins of Raccoon City.
Resident Evil Requiem. And it will be playable to fans this August at Gamescom, where we'll also be hosting Opening Night Live on Tuesday, August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its launch on February 27th, 2026. Amazing. Thank you, Capcom. That was an amazing announcement. Glad we kept it a surprise. All right, that's going to do it for our live Summer Game Fest show. Let's thank our co-host, Lucy James. Didn't she do a great job, everyone? Good job. Lucy got to see the trailer for the first time.
What the fuck was
I can't
that?
believe it. You kept that so secret.
I'm
Top secret. Okay.
like shocked.
there's
What the
much
hell
more
was
Summer Game
that?
Fest to come. Make sure to visit summergamefest.com to see a listing of all the digital events this weekend. You can watch and to highlight even more games, including the Xbox Game Showcase
That
on Sunday.
looks so
Stay
weird.
tuned online to see
I don't know what to
coverage of
think
many
about
of the
that.
Playable games at Summer Game Fest Play Days that's taking place this weekend in LA.
And make sure to stay tuned for Day of the Devs, which is coming up next with additional new reveals from incredible independent studios around the world and deeper looks at some of the independent games we showcased today. Thanks so much, everyone.
Awesome, and thanks to you, Lucy. Great job co-hosting. All right, that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest. We will see you at Gamescom on August 19th. Thanks, everybody.
Cool. That was like... Overall, I'd say that show was like a 5. I think that's being generous, to be honest. I think RE9, Onimusha, and Street Fighter 6. Jesus. Okay, you can go now. That was loud as hell for no real reason. Right, let me get Street Fighter 6 back up. Oh, I've got the chat. Okay then. Street Fighter 6. Well, I'll take this off because I don't need this on anymore. So, this is Street Fighter 6 Year 3. The rumors were true. We finally know what the season is, and the rumors were true. Yeah, we have heard so much. These names, the first three, Alex, Sagat, and Viper, have been rumored in. Sorry, I'm trying to get rid of a thing there. Yeah, the rumors have been for these three, Sagat, Viper, and Alex, have been there for over a year now, even longer. I think they were first mentioned back in like April, because they were included with the Year 2 lineup, which was which was Bison, Elena, Mai, and Terry. So they've been, kind of thrown around for a while now. There's been a lot of kind of a legitimacy to them, to the possibility of them being in the game. That's still a thing, though. I've been very confident that this is going to be the season for a while now. I didn't think it was going to be true at the same time, because just the chances of it. I think this is by far the best lineup they've done so far. Every one of these characters I'm excited for. Every one of these characters I think are fantastic choices. It's honestly like night and day to Year 2, where like Elena was kind of the only one where I was like, this is a really good choice. Terry was cool as well. So was Mai, like I said in the Year 2 kind of like recap video, both at the same time in the same year, was a poor choice. Bison, my feelings on Bison. Yeah, crazy. I can't believe this is a real lineup, considering the lineups we've had for the I'll try again. The lineups we've had for the past few seasons have been shit, to be honest. I really haven't liked them. I've liked the characters. The characters have turned out fantastically. You know, Rashid, Aki, Ed Akuma, then Bison, Terry, Mai, and Elena. They've all been individually great characters. It's just the lineups themselves have just been so confusing. I don't understand. I still, to this day, don't get why, you know, Capcom decided Rashid, Ed Akuma, and Aki were like a good first season. Especially when you compare it to Street Fighter V Season 1, which was Alex, Yuri, and Guile, Balrog, Ibuki, and Juri, like 6 like really popular characters, 6 characters that people are actually wanting in the game. You know, that was a good first year. That was a good year. Like, okay, you know, we're already getting into like the really good options. Year 1 of Street Fighter 6 in comparison, or Season 1 rather, was just like, yeah, these characters are cool, but why these 4 specifically? Well, you know, they feel like such an oddball. You have 2 from Street Fighter 5, a new character who clearly should have been in the base game, and obviously Akuma is the token pick. Just weird. And then you get to year 2, and year 2 was just like, well, clearly they just want Bison in the game, so that's whatever. Clearly they're doing Terry and Mai because of a deal they've made with SNK. And then Elena was just kind of like thrown on at the end, and that's awesome, and Elena was absolutely the highlight of year 2. This, though, just feels so different in comparison. This feels like this was actually like... It feels like for the first time they actually thought, like, what's a lineup we can do that will actually please people? You know? And this is absolutely the outcome. All 4 of the... I can't get over how amazing all 4 of these choices are. They are absolutely fantastic. Obviously, Alex is the standout for me. I am overjoyed he's going to be in the game. His design is good. I said earlier in the stream, obviously, because I'll be uploading this onto my channel as like a full video on its own. I said earlier in the stream, I don't like it as much as the Street Fighter 3 design. I kind of knew that would be the case. Obviously, his Street Fighter 3 design is going to be his outfit too, so I'm not too upset about that. I think it's a good look. I'm going to try and zoom in on stuff with just so I can get a better idea. Yeah, it's a good design. I like his hair. His hair's, you know, nice and flowing, a lot better than whatever the fuck he had in Street Fighter 5. I definitely think they're going for a more underground wrestler type vibe. The armbands are mainly the reason for that. I like the like red thing that matches the kind of red bolt there. I've just kind of noticed, I think there's a little bit of a red thing over here. I realize I'm moving my mouse over it, my mouse cursor. I realize you can't see my mouse cursor. Just above his hand on the right there. Can I zoom in more? It's probably the best I can do. There's a little bit of red there, just above his fingers on his right hand there. Or his left hand, sorry. Maybe that's like his Street Fighter 3 bandana that's like tied around his arm. Maybe I think that might be what that's kind of a thing of. I'm trying to speak. Words are kind of failing me at the moment. Yeah, it's a good design. It's a cool little different direction for him. I don't hate it at all. Yeah, because it's like, well, how can you really redesign Alex? I remember a comment Nakayama said about Alex in Street Fighter 5, where it's like his original design in 3 is perfect. You know, how can you really, you know, do better than that? And you can't. I really don't think you can. I really don't think you can do better than a Street Fighter 3 design. Yeah, I really like this. And like I said, yeah, 100% better than a Street Fighter 5 design, which in concept, I like a Street Fighter 5 design, but it was a bit all over the place. In the execution of it wasn't great. Also, just in general, it's going to be so good to have an Alex model that isn't outsourced. Because I know Alex's model was outsourced for Street Fighter 5 to a different studio, which happened to a lot of characters in Street Fighter 5, which is why that game was so all over the place. With its character model quality, you had some characters that looked great, like Ryu and Chun-Li, and then you had other characters like Alex who just looked like shit. Because it was so all over the place. So it'll be good, like actually in-house done Alex. He'll be done properly this time. I think the big theme for Alex, I think for me in this game, is like redemption from 5. Like getting him in a 3D game and him not looking like fucking ass, I think is really important. Yeah, I can't hate the design at all. It's different, not what I was expecting at all. I think the hat is a really cool touch. I think it really makes him feel like underground and like on the streets, which I think is good. I think it's a good choice for him. And like I said, even if I didn't like it, he's going to have his outfit too. I'm really interested in seeing his outfit 3 as well. Obviously, the biggest bummer with Alex is it's already been confirmed he's the 3rd character in the season. So it's Sagat, Viper, Alex, and then Ingrid. So, you know, it's a shame we have to wait till next year for him. But I don't mind. Sagat and Viper are going to be sick characters. I can't wait for them. But, yeah, no, absolutely. Fantastic choice. He looks awesome. Just super over the moon. Like, it's just so good to actually just be happy for once. Like, with this game, just good to just be at a point where I'm like, no, yeah, like, just I mean, just in general, not just with Alex, but just like, just like, the game as a whole. I mean, it's just nice to just not have to worry about being like, oh, well, I like this character, but, they're the last one, so I'm going to have to wait the whole year. Like, no, like, Sagat is coming out probably, I think we'll probably get a trailer for Sagat in August, probably at EVO. So, that's awesome. Sagat's going to be great. Like, Sagat's coming up next, he's going to be great. Then there'll be Viper after that. Viper's going to be great. Really looking forward to see what they do with Viper. And then we get Alex, and Alex is going to be awesome. And then after that, we get Ingrid, even better. Yeah, no, I can't hate it. I think the only thing, so that's all. I think that's all I can really say about Alex for now, just given what we can see of him. Sagat, unfortunately, don't like this design for Sagat. It's not awful, but I don't love it. I think his Street Fighter 5 design was way better. It's kind of a shame because I know his outfit 2 is going to be the Street Fighter 2 design, which I get. It makes sense. I much would rather have had his Street Fighter 5 design, but, it's Street Fighter 2, so what can you do? Yeah, it's not terrible. It's just, I just don't like it as much. I kind of wish they did a bit more, like, with his face. Like, I wish they kind of give him, like, a bit of a beard or something to kind of show, like, how much time has passed. He just kind of looks the same, but he's just got, like, a different type of eye patch. Viper looks awesome. I love the kind of, the kind of suit type thing going on here, the blazer. Like, that's going to look really cool in the RE engine. I think, not in this image, but I think in a different one. I'll put the old image I had back on. 2 seconds, I've just got to upload, put it onto OBS, Jesus. This one, I believe. You can see it's a lot less quality, but you can kind of see here, I think she's wearing a skirt underneath. So I think she's wearing like a kind of dress here, or maybe like a kind of shirt with a separate skirt, or maybe it's just a whole dress. I think it's just a whole dress with the blazer on top. Sick design. Hair looks awesome, glasses look awesome. Super sick redesign for Viper. Again, she's gonna have a Street Fighter 4 costume as an alt, so even if I don't like it, who cares? But no, it's super sick design. And then you've got Ingrid at the top here. Hang on 2 seconds, I need to just get rid of that one. And then you got Ingrid at the top here, and Ingrid looks crazy. This is such a crazy design for Ingrid. This honestly kind of makes me, again, like I was saying earlier in the stream, I think a cool direction for Ingrid, so I just getting her a bit more zoomed in so she's not covered by the chat. I said earlier in the stream with Ingrid, I think it'd be really cool if with Ingrid, because obviously she's had so many different origins, like in every game she's been in, I think she's had a different backstory. I think it'd be cool if they like do something a bit different with her, and I think, kind of help tie her in with G, and kind of like, kind of set up or do something with the G storyline in G in general. I think making her like, because I think there's a very good theory I think with G where it's like G's actually like an alien from another planet, and he's kind of like disguising himself as like an Abe Lincoln thing. Because I think there's a comment of like from one of the Street Fighter 5 devs who was like, maybe G, when he like landed on the planet or something, was wandering like down the street and saw like an Abe kind of like, the kind of Abe Lincoln Uncle Sam type poster, and kind of was like, oh, I'll take that, I'll just base my look on that, and kind of did that. I think maybe it'd be cool if they did that with Ingrid. Like Ingrid is another like member of the alien race that G is, if that is the case. I think that'd be cool. I think it's a cool way to completely reinvent Ingrid, who's kind of like a blank slate. I think it'd be cool to kind of help give G a bit more. But even if they don't do that, she looks sick. The book is very interesting as well. Interesting that they're focusing on the book. Like that's a key, like they want you to know that that's a key part of her character. Yeah, sick. Looks great. This season is fantastic. I am extremely happy. Capcom absolutely nailed it. Yeah, super sick. What a season. I can't get over how good this lineup is. I'm glad it was real. Like, I know the disappointment of like, it would have been so much better if this wasn't leaked, obviously, and we saw it naturally. I would have lost my shit when, Kenny Omega was dressed as Alex. But I think just knowing that, the rumors are true and that all that hype and all that build up didn't go to waste, it feels good. It's good, and it's good to feel good about this game. It feels like it's been a while, I mean, obviously Elena's made me feel good, but like, she was fairly recent. She was only like, she only came out 2 days ago. But like prior to that, it's been a while since I've like felt good and optimistic about Street Fighter 6. So yeah, it's good. I honestly can't fault any of this. Like I said, the worst thing I can probably say about this is that, like, yeah, I'm just not crazy about Sagat's design, but who cares? He still looks cool. It's just not my favorite Sagat design. Yeah, no, crazy shit, man. What a lineup. And it's just so good because it's like now I get to just enjoy the year. Because a year ago when we did this for, back in 2024, when we did this for year 2, I was raging. I was furious. I was like, this is shit. I gotta go through a year of this shit to then get to the next season and hope it's better. And, I did. I got through the year. I got through the season. I am beyond happy with this lineup. It is so nice to, like, actually be able to be excited for Street Fighter 6 again and just be like, I've got no worries now. I don't have to worry about anything, about this game for the next year. Obviously, once we get to the end, it's going to be like, what's Season 4 going to be? Obviously, I have my characters. I really hope we get Sakura, Sean, Necro, characters like that. We'll see how it goes. But that's so far in the future. I mean, a year, obviously. But there's no point even really thinking about Season 4 at the moment. I'm just going to enjoy Year 3. This is a sick lineup. Yeah, just absolutely awesome. I really, really cannot. I don't think I could be happier, to be honest. Maybe you could have done like Sakura instead of Ingrid, but like Ingrid's such a blank slate, she might as well be a new character. So I think that's like really interesting in and of itself. So yeah, sick. Really, really happy. I really can't wait for this season to start. We can leave Year 2 behind. Fuck that fuck ass year. Bison and all that shit can get fucked. This is way better. This is so much better. I can't wait to just dive in and see just see Alex in game and see everybody in game, but like just see the full Alex design, see what his costumes are going to be. Obviously outfit 2 is going to be Street Fighter 3, but what's his outfit 3 going to be? Obviously we'll have to wait for Ingrid to come out before that can happen, but yeah, holy shit, man. Just obviously, yeah, and the other downside is Alex is like the third character, so we will be waiting a while for him. But hey, I think in some ways, if I try and spin it into a positive, if City of the Wolves Season 2 actually happens and the game doesn't just die, I should be getting Alex and Kim Jae-hoon, pretty close to each other, to be honest. I think Mr. Big will probably come out in like January, February 2026, and I think that'll probably be around about when Alex comes out. So if the timing's good, I might get Alex, and then like a month or two later I might get Jae-hoon. So that'd be sick. The two characters I wanted the most from those the two characters I wanted the most from those games get added like pretty close to each other, so I can't hate that at all. But yeah, I can't really say anything else, to be honest. I'm going to end up just repeating again and again how awesome this season is, how happy I am that this season is what it is. I really can't wait, man. It's going to be so good. But yeah, I'll leave it here. Thank you all for watching who did. It's been good. I'm going to go now upload all my reactions and stuff and this portion of the video, and I'll upload it. And yeah, and then now we get to kind of get to go forward and kind of go, oh hey, there's a really sick season of Street Fighter 6 coming up now. I can wake up tomorrow and go, Alex is going to be in Street Fighter 6. Oh man, so good. But yeah, cool. I shall see you all in the next one then. I don't know when I'll be doing something next on this channel. I'll probably take a break for a bit, because it's been quite busy the last couple of days. Elena coming out, finishing off the Year 2 video, now this stuff. A lot of cool stuff going on. So until whenever I make another video, I shall see you all then. So bye.